2-1, 2-1, and 2-1. Let's see if we can get this thing rocking here. As we're back here to Spooner one more time. See if we can make the sound a little bit better for you. So far, so good, anyway. Give you some play-by-play here in just a second. Get you caught up with everything you missed audio-wise here in just a minute.
Brill on the leadoff spot. Shortstop, number 23, Chad Patco. Let's go, Chad!
Get this whole shindig up and running here real soon.
Batting center fielder number 15, Kirby Brunson.
Hand me my computer. Come on. All right, big hit there. That was, Rachel, who'd we have there? 23, Chad Patco? Nope, that was Kirby Brunchick. And Brunchick with an RBI single. That scores Bill Brown, and the Brill Millers are on the board here for the first time this evening. More insightful play-by-play coming up, too. I think most of you probably figure that out on your own. Grounded over to short, and we've got a rundown here. And runner's at third, nowhere to go, but he'll tag the runner out. So that'll be out number 2 of the inning. The ball hit to the left side, and the shortstop there alertly ran him down, and second out of the inning, runner erased. A one base runner on third. Again, we'll have names, stats, figures, totals, other genius things to say here momentarily. almost got this son of a gun back to where we had it before. Yeah, almost. And throw across to first will end the inning, but the Millers do score 1. We played 2.5 here from Spooner. Our score, Prescott 3 and Brill 1.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. All right, back here to Spooner. Seem to have our audio figured out for you. So that means you get me, Jason Zaleski, Rachel Zaleski, back on the ones and twos. That's how this darn thing is going to work here. Due up for Prescott in the bottom of the third, Chris Terrazas, Kevin Wobke, and Mike Little all due up here for Prescott as they have staked themselves out to a 3-1 lead through the first 2.5 innings. They'll come to bat here for the third time today. 2 runs back in the first, 1 run in the second. They did leave the bases loaded back in the second inning as Mike Brogshaw grounded out on the infield. So Chris Terrazas now flew out to center back in the first inning. And up, and away we go. That one comes in low for a ball. And Corey watching from Florida. By the way, hi, Corey from Florida. Former Everest merchant, Corey, as Terrazas grounds out on the 6-3 for the first out here in bottom of inning number 3. So, Corey, to the best of my understanding here, these are players that were drafted after the regular season. The teams that were eliminated, some players were eligible to be drafted, and I think they're still wearing their, I guess, what you would call regular season jerseys. I believe that's what's happening here. It's my understanding anyway, as foul tip by Wobke. Travis Thompson continues to pitch here for Brill in the bottom of the third, and that'll be a 1-out single into left field and past the left fielder, and the E7 will send Wobke down to second after a 1-out single. So you get the error in left field. There's been a few errors during our audio switch 'em up. Lost track of some of those, who the errors were committed by, but a number of errors here by Brill has really put pitcher Travis Thompson in a tough spot. A good hitting Prescott team is the other reason that Thompson in a tough spot. Is swing and a miss there by Mike Little for strike 1. Switch it back. And time called as Thompson wants to talk to his bookend, Brian Early, out there and get, get some post-game plans made with Mr. Early. Number of places to go for some cool refreshment after the game, so may want to chat about that a little bit. Beer also available in the concession stand here at Spooner. don't really have to go anywhere. You just go right there. Give you a score update from Hayward here momentarily. As a strike comes in there from Thompson. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. The count to the center fielder, Mike Little. And Little hits this one in the gap in right center. That's going to get down. Nice diving stab there, but turning from home is Wobke, and it is an RBI single for Mike Little. So Wobke scores from second, and it is 4-1 Prescott. And again, Corey, I believe that's what's going on. I think that's probably a pretty smart theory at this point, but I believe that's the case. As Dylan Gossman steps in, he was stranded over at third back in the second inning. As the ball comes into Gossman on the first offering of his second at-bat here today. Marcus Smith, how you doing? Friday Night Lights, Odessa, Texas. There you go, Marcus. And this one is hit into center, coming on and making the grab there for out number 2 is the center fielder, Kirby Brunchick. So glad to have everybody back. Thanks for staying patient with us here. We had a similar audio issue a few weeks ago. Thought we had it cleared up. Wrong. But we got it all hammered out now. And this one is chopped foul by Brian Early. Early flew out to center back in the second inning. So 2 outs, 1 run across in the inning for Prescott. Mike Little with that RBI. He scored Wobke from second. It is 4-1 Prescott here in the bottom of the third inning. Game 1 here from Spooner. I promised you a score update from Hayward. Give that to you here as we see a strike come in there to Little. Two outs here. Thompson looking to get out of this and get his team back in the dugout and get their bats rolling. They did score in the top of the inning, so possible. Get something rolling there as we see Hayward lead Glidden 1-0. They play in the top of the third inning. Watch both games live at ZaleskiSports.com. That's how you do it. It's the only way to do it. If you're not doing it, there's something wrong with you. Right, Rachel? Yep. Producer Rachel says, yes, it is a strikeout as Early goes down swinging for the final out of the inning. 1 run scored for Prescott in the bottom of the inning. We will go to the top of the fourth, 4-1 Prescott.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
And welcome back to Spooner. Prescott 4, Brill 1. Brill coming to bat. Like I said, they did score a run in the top of the third inning. Prescott gets one back in the bottom. It remains a 3-run game here in Spooner. Fleet Farm has everything you need for summer fun. Pick up camping gear, boating supplies, and towables, grills, and yard games. This weekend won't be complete without a trip to Fleet Farm. Head down to the store right after the game so you can be the weekend place to be. Looking for a quick, easy way to do your shopping? Try the outside yard pickup option when you order online at fleetfarm.com. It's quick and easy. You stay in your car and they bring the order out to you. Fleet Farm has something for everyone. You won't believe what you'll find at Fleet Farm. Hunter Ashland now, Todd Brunchick on deck, and Chris Walters all due up for Brill here in the top of the fourth inning. As the wind picking up here in Spooner, threat of weather here today. That one comes outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strike. Take a peek at the radar here momentarily. It didn't look favorable as Ashland goes down swinging. Good pitching for Prescott here today. Evan Bayer doing a nice job, but I find it hard to believe. I had to double check. That was his first strikeout of the event. I would have thought not. But Brill doing a nice job so far of at least making contact with the ball. A lot of flyouts, groundouts. That was indeed the first strikeout as Todd Brunslick. And he grounds to third, and the throw across the diamond, and 5-3 for out number 2. Nice pick over there by Mike Brockshaw. And making it look easy. As far as I can tell anyway, looked pretty easy from here. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Rachel Zaleski on the 1s and 2s. Matt Dickinson will be along shortly. He will relief pitch from the producer chair for Rachel. She's going to go do something relaxing later. Something fun. This one hit into center and coming on as Chris Walters is retired. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning as Prescott sets down Brill in order. Bottom of the 4th inning from Spooner when we come back. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, gang. Good news, bad news. I'm a realistic guy. I'm going to tell you how it is straight up. Good news, we're playing baseball. Bad news, for now. The rain is coming. And unless through some miracle of Moses, it is coming. So I don't know if we may be able to finish this game. That's possible. A second game does not seem likely at all. Not tonight, anyway. Hunter Damon, Billy Brockshaw, Peter Brockshaw, as the Pirates go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Thompson didn't get much of a break in the dugout there. It was a fairly innocent inning if you were the Millers. You only gave up 1 run. And off-speed pitch. Breaking ball there, actually. Nice pitch there by Brill Miller starting pitcher Travis Thompson. So no balls, 2 strikes now to the leadoff hitter Damon. Walked back in the 1st inning and infield pop out back in the 2nd. And waits back on the off-speed pitch, ground to 2nd, and a easy 4-3 put out for out number 1. Brill stumbled in the 1st inning. Number of errors, let up 2 runs. Could have been more. Runner left on 3rd. Actually, runner on 3rd with just 1 out. And Terrazas and Wobke flew out and grounded out. It could have been Could have been more for Prescott back in the first, but they do lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. So again, say hi again to Corey watching from Florida and Marcus watching from Texas. Got them coming from all over the country here for the Wisconsin Baseball Association 2020 state tournament, as a strike seen there by Brockshaw. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a bunch of other people watching. A few dozen of you out there watching. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This one ripped down the line in left. That'll get down. And it's a 1-out single for Billy Brockshaw. Peter and Mike of the Brockshaw varieties also playing to bat here in the inning. We'll see Peter bat here. He flew out to center in the first and singled in the second, singled in the second and stranded from there later. What? So 1 down, Peter Brockshaw with Billy on first. That one comes in high for a ball. Good eye, Pete, says dugout. All right. Well, it's good enthusiasm down there. Everybody having fun here. As I was going to say, thanks to everybody for watching, as this one is going to be hit foul and out of play down the left field line for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first. That wraps it up there pretty much. Rachel put a runner on first for you. Then you would know on the scoreboard too. There you go. The 1-1 comes from Thompson to Brockshaw, and that one misses inside for ball 2. Now's the time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers you are watching live sports right here on Zaleski Sports. Tell them how you found us, and they can watch right along with you. Send them a text, a message, a phone call. I don't know. Do people make phone calls anymore? That one hit off the house behind us. Eeks. Yeah, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Right off that nice family garage there. Eeks. Let them know how you found us. Let them watch. As Rachel says, do not be a sports hog. And off the roof of the house that time. So once off the siding, once off the roof. House under attack. And again, make sure you're watching the game in Hayward. At last check, it was Hayward 1 and Glidden 0 in the 3rd inning. That game is live, and we will have all 15 games of this tournament live for you this weekend. That one, bit of a knuckleball there by Thompson, and that came off of his knuckle and spiked in front of the plate. Nice job there by Logan Heil to get up and out of a stance and block that one down. Keep the runner Brockshaw Billy at first. Full count now to Peter. Thompson ready and delivers. Off-speed pitch, miss high, and it's a walk. So runners on first and second, 1 out for the 3rd baseman, Mike Brockshaw. Boy, all left-handed Brockshaws, too. Not only do they have the same name, they bat from the same side of the batter's box, by the way, which is the wrong side of the batter's box. But whatever. It's your own personal preference. Yesterday was National Left-Handers Day. Too bad for these guys today. It's a strike to Brockshaw. I mean, honestly, they picked, that was just strike 1. First pitch of the at-bat to Mike Brockshaw. Scoreboard here, Rachel's taking a peek over there to catch balls and strikes, and the balls, strikes, outs are all right next to each other. And it's a nice scoreboard. It's you know, you go to Miller Park, it's not that size, but nice size scoreboard here. Oh, and we'll get into that too. This is just a fantastic fan experience here in Spooner. The way this thing is laid out. You watch these games in Spooner. We will bring you, let's see here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the 15 will be here in Spooner. And during the course of the weekend, we'll give you some crowd shots, some other stuff. A little bit dark right now. Tough to get a nice crowd shot with the camera we have for that. But during the day tomorrow and otherwise, we'll give you some nice crowd shots and show you the fan experience here. Just the seating is amazing. Just really nice. As Thompson steps off. As we're sitting on the balcony here up the 3rd base line. Joined by a few others. Room for a lot of people up here. This would really be a nice place just to watch the game from right here. And then I guess essentially you get to watch the game with us from right here. That's how that works. Yes, Dick Smith calling balls and strikes today. Hi to Cousin Brothers Lubker. Cousin Brothers Lubker. Full count now to I think I'm being told Brookshaw. I'll tell you, the lineup card I had, and I've seen so many lineup cards over my lifetime, and the handwriting is always really bad. There's nothing unique about that. As that one hit into center, they will stop the runner, Billy, at third. So bases loaded now as Mike Brookshaw singles into center. Bases loaded for Chris Terrazas. And time called as Heil will come out and have a chat with Thompson. Let's look at the lineup cards here again. You know what? It is Brookshaw. I'm wrong. I just misread the writing. So we got him straight now. Billy Brookshaw, Peter Brookshaw, Mike Brookshaw. Every stinking member of the Brookshaw family is here, evidently. Designated hitter now, Chris Terrazas, fly out and a ground out, 0 for 2 today. But he has got the pond just full of ducks right now. Looking to bring in a bunch with one out and grounds this one over to third base coach. Nice pick over there by, who is that? I believe the jersey said 1. We'll see what we can find there. The pitcher, Evan Bayer, out there grounded, picking up ground balls at coach and third base. That's maybe not advised. This one will be hit into shallow left center field. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. It's a 2 RBI single for Chris Terrazas, and Prescott leads 6-1. And Terrazas moves Mike Brookshaw over to second. There's a pair of ribbies there. Yeah. Rachel's asking about ribbies. So we went through all the baseball lingo 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So let's see here. I forget who was even playing that day. We went through all the baseball lingo. It's Kevin Wobke in now. Ground out and a single. Did score run in the third. Yeah. Bullpens, high cheese, ribbies. You can go through the whole thing. And we probably will again here during the weekend. We got a lot of games, 15 games, so plenty of chance to go through all the unique verbiage in baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Wobke. Just a slew of left-handers, too, for Prescott. They'll be a tough handle in this tournament should they move on in it. They're in a good spot right now. Up 6-1 against Brill, bottom of the 4th inning. Looking to get this game done here somehow before the rain starts, because once it starts, I think we're done for the day. And the rain is not friendly. It looks torrential, and it looks a little angry coming in this way. Off-speed pitch is a strike called. Thompson, and knuckleball again. 2-2 now to the first baseman, Wobke. Cousin Brothers Lubker thinks I'm doing a nice job announcing. Turned to bunt, and they're going to appeal this. And said he did not swing. He did pull it back, so hit by pitch. And bases loaded yet again as Wobke goes down to first. And Mike Little, center fielder, scored back in the second inning, singled in the third. So anyway, so thanks to Cousin Brothers Lubke for the nice compliment and nice announcing. As we say when somebody compliments us like that, obviously you've not listened to anybody else announce before. Oh, Rachel says thank you. All right, thank you is the correct answer here. We have a nice. We just have fun here. We're just here talking about baseball or whatever the sports may be. Try to give you something that you can't necessarily see on your screen, along with making sure that all the names are there. At this point in the season, all these guys have worked hard. They've got here to the state tournament. We believe at least they should be recognized for their hard work, and one way we do that is to tell you who it is and what they did and how cool they look doing it, all that kind of stuff. So Mike Little now. Bases loaded, still 1 out, and first pitch swinging, hits this one down the right field line, and is going to be caught there, and no tag. Throw comes all the way home. Pretty nice hose out there in right field by Hunter Ashland. How about that, Rachel, for verbiage? He's got a hose on him. Yeah. So F9, 2 down, as Little slams his helmet coming into the dugout. So that's what I'm talking about. You can't see the dugout. I can. I tell you, Little slams his helmet down. And, yeah, Rachel says you can hear it, too, especially for us. We're sitting right on top of the dugout. And that one's going to be hit up. Rachel might have found a way to give us extra light on that camera. Well, I'll show you how to do that later. So 1 strike now to Dylan Gossman. Gossman flew out his last at-bat, left stranded at third in the second inning. Gossman looking for an RBI here, maybe 2. 2 outs, though, in the inning. Going to have to get this one down. A strike called on the outside corner. There we go. Rain coming. Headed for the hills.
No, my youngest found a friend today.
Oh, there you go. Okay, all right. As we had a couple of evictions next to us here on the balcony. And this one is hit into deep right field going back, and Ashland is there to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Prescott Pirates do plate 2. We have played 4 from Spooner. It is Prescott 6, Brill 1.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
You get it so bright again now. Huh? Back to Spooner. There we go. There's the announcer's booth over there. Announcer's booth, a beer cave, and we told you about some of these looks that we'll give you here in Spooner. That's one of them there. Fans can sit up there. As we see and hear Brandon Johns being announced, and it is true, designated hitter Brandon Johns. Bill Brown, and the top of the order in Chad Patco due up here on the top of the 5th. That one is grounded over to third, and Johns aboard, and that'll be an E5 on my scorebook, and I'll tell you why here in just a second as we take a look at third baseman Mike Brookshaw there. I think, and I get to keep the book, so I scored how I want. That's the first rule. That's why it's an error. Secondly, Brookshaw, I thought, had a chance to make a reasonable and a routine play there. He kind of rushed it a little bit, and at the end kind of stabbed at it, and it looked to me like he might have had his eyes closed. So, E5. Bill Brown, third baseman for Brill, did score back in the third, scored the lone run for these Millers. And a strike there as Evan Bayer finds the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Again, runner on first is Johns. Throw over and nothing going on. Actually, Johns was essentially standing on first base. Bayer just wanted to check out his move. He's like, hey, check out this pickoff move. And outside for a ball. Yeah, so Connor Hemme checking in from Tybee Island, Georgia. Man, oh man. Georgia, Florida, Texas, and I know everybody else is from Wisconsin. That's why they haven't said anything. They're like, well, what in the world? Of course I live in Wisconsin. 2-2 to Bill Brown. Here it is. That one is going to be fouled up and out of play. Corey is asking, hey, everybody. Corey is asking about when would the games get made up. Well, that's a good question, Corey. I think one effort is going to be as breaking ball misses high there from Beyer. Full count now to Brown. So one idea would be, how late can we stay? How quick will the rain move through? That'll be the first emphasis to get these games in tonight, I believe. The other outcome would be, should both of these games get rained out, and I want to say both, the second game in Hayward, the second game here today, as Brown pops this one up on the infield, and the shortstop calls and makes the catch. That's Peter Brookshaw for out number 1. Back to the top of the order now in Chad Patko. So, and then to my understanding, what might happen if things get backed up a little too much, and I mean, 4 games tomorrow is what's on the slate here in Spooner and at Hayward. So 8 games total tomorrow, and that's a 12-hour affair. You figure 2.5 hours for a game, 30 minutes in between games, so 3 hours times 4. Yep, that's 12. First game's at 10:30, and we'd be playing until, roughly 10:30 at night. I don't think anybody's going to want to play at 8 a.m. Maybe they won't have a choice, but some of these teams aren't here yet. Teams like Osseo and River Falls and others don't play till tomorrow for the first time, Coon Valley, et cetera, et cetera. So I think what's going to happen, Corey, is they will open up a third site to squeeze in 2 games tomorrow. That one is blasted to left field. Going back on it, looking up, and that ball is off the bottom of the wall. So it'll be a double for Chad Patko. That had a chance, folks. It had the right sound. The carry looked to be pretty good. Wind might have, I don't want to say knocked it down. It's blowing out a little bit. He just didn't quite catch enough of it. And Johns had to wait. So Johns over at third. He had to make sure that wasn't going to be caught. So runners now at second and third for Kirby Brunslick. And Brunslick sees a strike come in from Bayer. So, Corey, what I believe will happen, just looking at the radar, a long-winded answer to say they will open up a third spot, a third event space tomorrow. That one is out of play down the left field. And play 2 games, of which I don't know, but play 2 games tomorrow at those locations. And I think those would probably be afternoon games. That one comes in high. So, stabbing at guesses here. Should our next game here, which is Marshfield and somebody playing, who do you play? Marshfield and Tony, that's right, the Hayshakers. As an RBI single for Kirby Brunslick. Oops. And Johns comes in, RBI for Brunslick, and 2 runs across now for Brill as they begin to scratch back in. There's still 1 out, runners on first and third for the pitcher, Travis Thompson. So what I think would happen is Marshfield and Tony move to the 10:30 slot tomorrow. The 10:30 game moves to noon. And then after, because we need some of these winners and losers to play the other teams that haven't played yet, and this ball is raked into left field. That'll be an RBI single for Thompson, and here come the Brill Millers. Because a couple of those games tomorrow, they need a winner and loser of Game 2 and Spooner in Game 2 and Hayward in order to play. So those games have to happen first. So I believe Marshfield, Tony, as an example, get pushed to 10:30 tomorrow, and everything else kind of gets just pushed along, and then 2 games get played over at Hagen, I believe is where they're going to have those, as Jerry Fisk with the single. And Beyer starting to get lit up a little bit here, and they're going to call time, and infield's going to come in and chat with their pitcher. But bases loaded here for the 5-hitter and right fielder, Hunter Ashland. Speaking of, let's while we have a meeting at the mound, we'll check in with action over in Hayward. And again, you can watch all games live at ZaleskiSports.com. It is tied in the top of the 5th. Hayward and Glidden knotted up at 1. So there you go. And this game, tightening pitch by pitch here, as the Marshfield fans begin to filter in here as they get ready for their chaparrals, taking on the Tony Hayshakers. That game scheduled for 9 p.m. Ashland sees a strike come in from Beyer. Again, 1 down, bases loaded. Big opportunity here for the Millers. They're down by 3. They've scored twice in the inning. Another run or two would give Millers a real shot of confidence here, but 2 quick strikes to the right fielder, Ashland. So we'll do a quick check on the radar here. As again, Matt Dickinson is on his way. He's going to produce game number 2 here and then stay with us for the weekend as Ashland goes down. And this one hit over in left field territory, and it is caught by the third baseman, Mike Brookshaw. So the Pirates get out of it. Bases loaded with 1 out. Nobody scores off of that formation. We have played 4.5 here from Spooner. It is Prescott 6, Brill 3.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
All right, back here to Spooner. We mentioned we'll show you some of these just fantastic crowd shots, and the facility here really fan-friendly. There is no doubt about it. You know what else I'm a big fan of is getting all your pet supplies at one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. For dogs, cats, and wild birds, you'll find the top brands at an unbeatable selection of food, treats, toys, grooming, bedding, even health items at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm has something for everyone. You won't believe what you'll find at Fleet Farm. And our Golden Retriever Dasher, big fan of Fleet Farm. All the rawhide, the toys we get at Fleet Farm for Dasher. Dasher the dog. Matter of fact, tried on his life vest for the first time today. Got that on fleetfarm.com. And we took a dip in the river here in Hayward, or over there in Hayward where we're staying. Not here. But had a real fun time over at Hayward Lake, actually. And Dasher was wearing his life vest we picked up at fleetfarm.com and felt a little more confident in swimming. He's a golden retriever. You figure they're going to swim. Well, not this one. So we throw the life vest on him, the flotation device. He's got floaties. Brian Early, the catcher. And then back to the top of the order, Hunter Damon and Billy Brookshaw here for Prescott. We have a new pitcher to tell you about for Brill here momentarily. But, yeah, he felt more confident. And actually, with that life vest on, actually went swimming around Hayward Lake. Find my lineup cards here. Here we are, right where I left them. That one comes in low and away to the 9 hitter Early. That one is going to be hit into right field and hit right at the right fielder for out number 1. So Early down. And 23, Mitch Gadel. Pitching now for the Brill Millers. So Hunter Damon, a walk back in the first inning scored, then a fly out and a ground out. 1 for 3 today. Sees that one come in high from Gadel. So Mitch Gadel on in relief of Travis Thompson. Thompson goes 4 innings and gets a fly out here to center. Coming on, had to make a bit of a jumping catch there to the center fielder Kirby Brunslick as he ran in on that. The ball carried on him a little bit, but as an out as Damon is retired on the F8. Just what the Millers need here, as a matter of fact, is quick inning out of their pitcher and their defense. Get themselves back on the top of the inning. They may may think back on that and see that as a moment missed here in the game as the breaking ball misses up high, drops in late. So 1 ball and 1 strike now with 2 outs to the second baseman, Billy Brookshaw. And the ball comes in low. Smells like rain, feels like rain, and the radar says rain. So at this point, the concern is getting this game done somehow, some way. And strike there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. It looks like when it's going to come in a little bit fierce. We'll see what happens. As that ball inside, full count now to the second baseman, Brookshaw. Rain line just crossing into Wisconsin now from Minnesota, and we're not all too far from the St. Croix River. It makes up the Wisconsin-Minnesota border north of, what is it, Winona? No, it's further up than that. It's Hastings. Yeah, Hastings on the Minnesota side. And Prescott, yeah, that's what I thought. So Prescott here batting. And after the walk to Billy Brookshaw, it'll be a plate appearance, the 4th of the evening for the shortstop, Peter Brookshaw. Walked and scored back in the 4th inning. And this one, nine inning game here. Yep. And that one will fall out of play for strike number 1. We say they'll play 9 innings. We'll see if the rain comes, if they'll make the game official short of 9 innings. We'll see if we can catch our home plate umpire's attention here in between innings, and we may be able to find that out. That one comes high and away to Brookshaw. Traditionally, you'd want to play 7 to make a game official. But tournament may not be such a thing as a rain-shortened game. And a ball just misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Brookshaw. Again, walked and scored back in the 4th, and sees a strike come in there to work the count full. Mitch Gadel down 3-1, full count now. And a walk issued. So back-to-back walks with 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring Mike Brookshaw to bat. So we're an hour and 19 minutes into this one. So pretty fast-moving game, all things considered. 9 runs on the board. That one comes up high on the first offering to Mike Brookshaw. Again, Corey, Connor, cousin brothers, Marcus all have checked in. Let us know they're watching. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll talk to you during the broadcast. See what you think as that hits the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Seemed like there was a pitch before that to Brookshaw, but scoreboard just shows 1 pitch. Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's what we have here. Gadel ready and hits another strike right in the same spot. So 2 outs in the inning. Gadel looking to put away Brookshaw and end things here in the 5th. Bring his Millers up to bat on the top of the 6th. Here's the 1-2 from Gadel. That one tapped off the plate, right back to Gadel. Gathers it, throws low to first, and in time as it's dug out there for the final out of the inning. So 2 left on after 2 walks, after 2 outs, and No runs across. We have played 5 complete. Prescott 6 and Brill 3.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
So back here to Spooner. Evan Bayer will stay on the pitch for his Prescott Pirates as we begin inning number 6. And we'll keep our eye, one of them anyway, glued to the radar, as things are going to get tricky here really soon. And so we'll see here if we can get anything. I missed my chance there, but see if we can find out in between the next inning if this game is official after 7 or not, because I don't think we're going to get 9. I think we might get 7. I don't think we're going to get 9 here, though. That is just not likely, and I don't see how we get a game 2 here. But I've been wrong before. I was wrong like 6 times today, so it's possible I'm wrong on this one. As that one hit into center field, it's a leadoff single for Chris Walters. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Brandon Johns, followed by Bill Brown, and then back to the top of the order in Chad Patko. Again, Brill scored twice in the 5th, once in the 3rd. Left the bases loaded at the top of the 5th. Left him loaded with just 1 out. Strikeout and a fly out in foul territory, hauled in by Mike Brookshaw from third base, and just glided over into foul territory, got that. And runner moving down to second. It was a hit and run, and he is gunned down. He thought he was safe. Looked out from here, but our crew of 4 here gives everybody a good look at every base. And really, that's Brandon Johns. He's got to get that ball. He's got to get the bunt down just somehow, some way. And I don't know what's being talked about here, but some disagreement from the Brill dugout. I don't know what could be talked about, but they're going to have a little bit more discussion here, apparently. Chris Walters was gunned down on the hit and run. It was a Johns bunt that he waved through. And so a challenge has been called. And I don't know exactly what the challenge could be, but once our home plate umpire heads back to home plate, we'll see if we can get a ruling from him on what all this discussion might have been, because the bunt was offered through unless they're going to hope catcher interference or if he just thinks he was safe. I don't know how you could overrule that call, because the infield umpire behind the bag, he was right on the bag. He saw the whole thing from 3 feet away from him. So I don't know how you overrule that call, unless you're trying to say that there was runner interference or batter interference from somewhere. But the runner is called out, as he was originally. And a chorus of boos from the Brill side. And we'll see if we can get something from Dick in between innings there on what that might have been. But it is an out, as it was originally called on the field for the first out of the inning. So Johns will face a 2-1 here from Bayer and lifts that one into left center field, and then a center fielder coming over and making the catch for out number 2. That's Mike Little out there. Hey, Matt Dickinson on the scene as Johns flies out to center. And 2 outs now. That'll bring up Bill Brown. I'm sorry. That'll bring up Mitch Gadel. So a double switch was mixed in there along the way. So And I didn't notice any other defensive substitutions, but at any rate. Gadel now bats for himself and launches this one to center. And it'll be back-to-back fly balls to center, back-to-back putouts for Mike Little. And Brill is retired here in the top of the 6th inning. So 3 outs. Trevor, can you hit us a commercial real quick before we let Matt sit down there? Thank you. Well, we'll be back as we start the bottom of the 6th in just a moment.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Here's what we do. So for the at-bat, it's here. Once the ball is hit, it's here. That's it. And then just keeping score on the It's kind of fun pushing all the buttons. What are we in right now? Bottom? Get myself sorted out here. All right, bottom of the 6th inning for Prescott. As we had a change of our very own, and this one is going to be hit into right field and caught there for out number 1. So didn't even get a chance to tell you the batter, but we'll tell you there. Chris Terrazas flies out to right field for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That brings up Kevin Wobke and Mike Little on deck for the Pirates. 6-3 Prescott as they bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As rain continues to encroach on our location here, diving attempt, or a leaping attempt over at second base, unsuccessful, so it's a 1-out single for Kevin Wobke. Clouds continue to darken up around us. I don't even need to look at the clouds. I got the radar right in front of us, and yeah, we'll see. Rain is now in Wisconsin, and when I say rain, I mean storm. I mean this is that's a storm. It's a no joke situation here. We'll see how long we're able to keep the broadcast up for you. One of our first missions here will be to protect our equipment. Check swing is foul. Is it fouled out of the box? Home plate umpire all over that one. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to the center fielder, Mike Little. Mike scored back in the 2nd inning. Flew out to right field his last time up in the 4th inning. And that one comes outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one fouled back. So just to prep you ahead of time, depending on the severity of what's coming here, and it looks angry. The stream may actually be shut down prior to the first raindrops that you'll see on the screen, but got to make sure to protect the equipment. We've got 14, or I guess 13, the game over in Hayward. We got 13 more games to bring you, so. And that one off of right between the shoulders, right between the shoulder blades of Mike Little. That one's going to sting a little bit. May have hit his backbone there. It's going to sting a little bit, but he'll walk down to first. That'll bring up Dylan Gossman. Gossman, a pair of flyouts and a hit back in the second inning. He's 1 for 3 here today. So anyway, Matt Dickinson joins the broadcast. Happy to have Matt here. Is Dad staying or Dad head back right away? They were heading back. Oh, okay. All right. So Matt finished up his regular job and then took flight from Stratford. Dad's probably got a personal jet, just flew him up here. That one came in high. Yeah, it's not the longest road trip I've ever been on, but it's, it's a piece down the road, as they say, from Stratford anyway. Throw back to second is in the dirt, and by the time it was scooped out, able to get back safely is Webke back to second. So close play, though. If Gadel throws that one on the line, I think Webke is trotting to the dugout. So Gadel ready. Here's the 1-1 to Gossman. Outside for a ball. Going to tell you about some field dimensions. Another throw down to second. Boy, oh boy. Webke is he's late getting back to the base, but throw just a bit. Throw was on time, covering from second. Todd Brunslick didn't quite get there in time, and hit by pitch there as Gossman gets that on the inside of his jersey. So a single and then back-to-back walks, back-to-back hit by pitch, to be exact. Loads the bases for the catcher, Brian Early. Early 0 for 3 today, a couple of flyouts and a strikeout. I'd like to atone for the 0 for 3 to this point and maybe score a few here. Webke's on third, Little on second, Gossman is at first. 1 out, and first pitch swinging, fouled back by Early. And this one is lifted into left field. That should be enough to score Webke from third. He tags, there will be no throw home, and it's an RBI sac fly for Brian Early, and 7-3 Prescott. So back to the top of the order now for Hunter Damon. Damon 1 for 4 today. Technically 0 for 3. He walked back in the first inning, so reached base once, but 0 for 3 officially. Did score, though, on that walk, so job done there. But 7-3. Runners on second and third. This one is grounded over to short. Throw across the diamond is in time, and 3 outs. And that'll end the 6th inning as 2 are left stranded for Prescott. They do score 1. We played 6 complete from Spooner. Prescott 7 and Brill 3. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, top of the 7th inning, and it is the top of the order for the Brill Millers and Chad Patco, Kirby Brunslick, and what should be, well, we'll see what they do here. Again, it was a double switch. I don't know who's going to bat in the pitcher's spot. That was Travis Thompson's spot. We didn't get alerted to what the switch was, as it was made while Brill was in the dugout during that, I guess that would have been the top of the 5th inning. They came out in the bottom of the 5th with the new pitcher. Didn't tell us anything. Anyway, Chad Patco here. No balls, 2 strikes, and Bayer still on for the Pirates here in the 7th inning. Tried to get Patco to chase. He did not. And this one is hit on the infield. Coming in is the shortstop. And out number 1 recorded by Peter Brookshaw. So the F6. Now the center fielder, Kirby Brunslick. So we take a look at the radar here, and rain just continues to march towards Spooner. Rain now just north of Frederick, west of Clam Falls. And this one also hit on the infield, and Webke there for out number 2. So 2 quick ones here. And again, what we're not sure about is if 7 innings constitutes a complete game. We're going to find that out, because we're not going to get to the 9th. If we do, I'll be a monkey's uncle, but I think we're going to get there. So Travis Thompson does stay into bat here. So Thompson now, I didn't see him in the field, so apparently designated hitter. And Brandon Johns, who was the DH, has got to be in the field because he hit or had a plate appearance in the last inning. This one over to Brookshaw. Bobbled once, fire across, and in time. 3 up, 3 down as Prescott moves to the bottom of the 7th inning. They still lead by 4.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Hewitt's Meat has been producing the highest quality meat in the area since 1939. From chicken to pork, beef to seafood, here you'll find only the best. Try our award-winning summer sausage and snack sticks, made from only the highest quality cuts, no fillers. And good luck choosing between our 34 flavors of brats. Stop by for lunch and grab a made-to-order sub, burger, or salad. And don't forget all the canned goods, salsas, pickles, pizzas, and more. All locally sourced. Hewitt's Meat in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken, and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Okay. All right, back here to start the bottom of the 7th, and Billy Brookshaw starts it off with a leadoff single here in the inning. Fleet Farm has everything you need for summer fun. Pick up camping gear, boating supplies, and towables, grills, and yard games. This weekend won't be complete without a trip to Fleet Farm. Head down to the store right after the game so you can be the weekend place to be. Looking for a quick, easy way to do your shopping? Try the outside yard pickup option when you order online at fleetfarm.com. It's quick and easy. You stay in your car. They bring the order out to you. Fleet Farm has something for everyone. You won't believe what you'll find at Fleet Farm. So Peter Brookshaw now with Billy out at first base, and just got confirmation from the officials here with the Wisconsin Baseball Association. This game, should rain stop it now at any point, will be complete. So do not need to play 9. So if rain stops it after this inning, it'll be a Prescott win, 7-3. They assured me, though, it wasn't going to rain during the game. So they know more than I do in that way. Pretty much in every way. They knew the rules and everything. But once it starts raining, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if the field can hold it. If it does, we could be here till midnight or later for Marshfield Tony. If it doesn't, we'll be back here for Marshfield Tony at 10:30 a.m. And I don't know if guys from and fouled and not able to be held in the mitt for strike 3. So there'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes coming up to Peter Brookshaw. But if members of the Marshfield team drove up here and then expecting to play later in the day tomorrow and drive back yet tonight, the game were to take place, they may be looking to pull out a sleeping bag somewhere. We'll see. Cross that bridge when we get there. So full count now as that one just missed. Guys from Tony, a much shorter drive, so they wouldn't be that put out to have to go back home tonight and come back at 10:30 tomorrow. It'll be back-to-back singles for the Brookshaws as Billy heads down to second, Peter with the single, and that'll bring up Mike Brookshaw. Couple of hits, 2 for 4 is Mike. And if we don't see rain first, we will see lightning first. So one way or another, we're going to be stopped for a while. It doesn't look like the rain is falling apart at all. It is scooting up to the north a little bit more than it was previously, as the bases are full of Brookshaws here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the ball gets away from the third baseman, who is Thompson, and coming in to score so Billy Brookshaw comes in to score. Oh. So an error brings the run in. Mike Brookshaw with the single. He's down at first. Peter at second, and Chris Terrazas now designated hitter, as he has been all game. 2 RBI in the day for Terrazas. Those RBI came back in the 4th inning. Big inning, he scored both Billy and Peter Brookshaw. What could have been a bigger inning, they scored twice, but they left the bases loaded. Had bases loaded with 1 out, left them loaded. But 1 run across here now in the 7th. It's 8-3 Prescott. And that one misses low and away. And the first rumble of thunder is heard from behind us. And strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Terrazas. That was either thunder or somebody's muffler. Yeah, right. I mean, but with the access I have to the radar here, I don't think it was a muffler. Gatel ready with the 1-2. Terrazas awaits, and here it is. And that one misses low and away. Count even now at 2 apiece. In between innings here, I'm going to put my jacket on. Got a little brisk with the rain and wind moving in, and swung through and missed. It's a strikeout as Terrazas goes down swinging for just the first out of the inning. So Kevin Webke now. Webke is 2 for 3 today, has reached base 3 times, walked in the 4th inning. Take a score check here over in Hayward. Scott Watkins must be watching from Minnesota. He said the rain came through a couple hours ago. Which undoubtedly the case. Take a check over in Hayward, and it is Hayward 2, Glidden 1 as they play in the bottom of the 5th inning. So they're a little bit behind us over there. Orioles and Hawks going at it. In Hayward, home of the Hayward Hurricanes. Famous Hayward is for the Hurricanes that have come through over the years. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Webke, and hits this one into shallow center field. Wind is going to push it out a little bit further, and coming on and making the catch for out number 2, and we've called his name quite a bit in center field. And that is Kirby Brunslick. So 2 down now, runners on first and second for Mike Little. I've heard our PA announcer say Lytle and Little. I've said it both ways as well. I'm going to go Lytle. Making the decision. So at any rate, the center fielder is up and on a frozen rope down to second base. Caught there for the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll end things here in the 7th. 1 across for Prescott in the inning. We move to the 8th inning. It is Prescott 8 and Brill 3.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
All right, here for the top of the 8th inning, it is Brill and Jared Fisk, Hunter Ashland, and Todd Brunslick all due up for the Millers here in the top of the 8th inning. Our Nasonville Dairy play of the game coming up soon. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, nasonvilledairy.com. I've got one in mind. So Jerry Fisk sees one come in high. Evan Bayer still on the pitch. Or Bayer, my apologies. Bayer works fast. He's throwing a lot of pitches. But I guess at this point, you're going to pitch once in the weekend, I would think. Unless somehow you're able to go just 4 or 5 today. You're not going to be able to pitch Saturday and then again on Sunday. And at this rate, Bayer is not going to. This will be it for Bayer for the weekend. But a little bit of strategy there. If you can, say you get up on a on a team in the fourth inning, 6-1, 8-0, something like that. And you feel pretty comfortable about the back end of your rotation or even, what you've got to pitch yet in that game, you might be able to get your number one back out on Sunday should you make it to that point. But that's the other half of the strategy. You go mess around with pitchers and pitch counts and trying to move guys around as it's 2-2 now, the count to Fisk. And time was called before that pitch, so no pitch there. But you go monkeying around like that, and all of a sudden you're not playing on Sunday, and that guy only got to pitch 4 innings anyway. So all things for the managers to figure out and math through and debate in the dugout. This one grounded over to short and across in time for out number 1 as Fisk retired on the 6-3 putout. That brings up the right fielder, Hunter Ashland. Ashland struck out in the 5th and the 4th inning. Did reach base back in the 2nd. But Ashland looking to do something different here and put those back-to-back strikeouts out of his mind. You don't want to end your season on strikeouts. I mean, you don't want to end your season. Just maybe keep it at that. There's Scott watching from Wilmer, Minnesota. Hey, all right, Scott, got that all hammered out. We'll take a look at that radar here again. They play here in the top of the 8th inning. Game is official. Should Brill not find a way to push 5 across here in this inning or in the 9th, but it will be raining here in about 10 minutes. So they're going to have to play fast. And then Marshfield and Tony hoping the rain goes fast, or they're going to be playing at 10:30 tomorrow morning. This one is hit on the infield. Coming in is the second baseman, Billy Brookshaw, for out number 2. So Todd Brunslick now, second baseman in his own right. But Brill needs base runners, down by 5. You're not going to do it all in one at-bat. Got to have some base runners here. As that one from Bayer comes in low and heads to the backstop. Regardless, either way, rain or not, we will shut down the broadcast in between games. That'll be the case all weekend long, so whether you're watching here in Hayward, and we'll bring them back up just in time for National Anthem. That's how these broadcasts will work. So if you see it shut down, there's a game on the schedule, it will be back on. Just be patient, and as soon as National Anthem is done, we'll start the broadcast for the next game. So either way, here in 7 outs, we will, or maybe 10, but here in a few outs anyway, bring this broadcast to an end one way or the other. And then what we'll do is we will turn to Twitter, and we will give you updates on Twitter of any weather delays or any other in-game delays. We'll do that each and every game. All 15 we broadcast, or all subsequent games anyway. Give you updates on Twitter of what's happening at the field, and then you'll know, yep, that's Zaleski. He's still working. He's coming back. And people get lonely. They're like, hey, wait a minute here. What? It's Steve Maves over in Hayward, Jason Zaleski here, and Spooner. They're like, wait a minute here. Where's that next game? Don't worry, we're still working. And fighting off another pitch is Brunslick. So full count continues here. And Bayer continues to work. You can tell Evan Bayer laboring just a bit. Pitched a pretty good game here so far. And still works fast here in the top of the 8th and loses Brunslick, though, on the walk. So that brings up the left fielder, Chris Walters. Walters 0 for 3 today. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. And sees that one nip the inside corner for a strike. So again, Jason Zaleski here, Matt Dickinson alongside, and we will be your team here in Spooner today and tomorrow. This one is hit to left, carried a bit, but able to get under it for the 3rd and final out of the Brill 8th inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 8th. Our score remains Prescott 8 and Brill 3.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
All right, back here to Spooner, and as you can see, the tarps are coming on the field as the game has been paused due to lightning. I knew we wouldn't get 9 innings done. I finally got something right today. Unfortunately, it was that thing I got right. But, yeah, lightning has stopped the game. I don't believe that this game will resume. Prescott leading 8-3. Now with the game stopped, nothing is going to happen now except for rain. So we'll keep things going here a little bit. But as it stands now, it'll be a Prescott win over Brill 8-3 in the opening game here of the 2020 Wisconsin Baseball Association State Tournament here taking place in Spooner and Hayward. And again, the thought is if extra, or not extra, but makeup games need to happen, they will happen tomorrow, and they will happen over in Hagen, just north of Rice Lake, south of our location here in Spooner. There's a couple teams, some teams petitioning not to play there. I think Marshfield and Tony happen, and they happen tomorrow at 10:30. And those games in Hagen will likely be, because the games later in the day, they're waiting for winners and losers of today's games to play the tomorrow game. So I think the right thing to do, or at least the logical, I won't say right thing, I don't want to say anybody's wrong, but to me, the logical thing to do is to play the 9 p.m. games tonight, tomorrow at 10:30, and then take a couple of those, let's just say it's, the loser of game 2 from here, the loser of game 2 from Hayward. You take those down to Hagen, you make them up, and then everything else stays right on schedule over for the rest of the time. So it seems to be a logical answer to it, but not my call. So we'll find out, but we'll take another quick check on the radar here. Yep, and the rain now just about 5 miles to the west of us. And a fairly decent lightning strike shut us down. And all the umpires have left the field. The grounds crew, though, is going to take the opportunity to get a little work in. So, all right, I'm going to put the microphone on mute. You can see for yourselves what's happening here. And as soon as the game is called, I'll come back on and let you know that, and again, that's my prediction here. We'll let you know that the game is going to be called as official. And then at that point, you'll stay tuned to Twitter, and we will update you on any chance of Marshfield and Tony happening yet tonight, as we now see raindrops for the first time here tonight.